Jamie here with Country Diggers. Today we're going to have another episode of Pirates of the Florida Coast, Truths, Legends, and Myths by Robert Jacob. And here's the book. And we will be reading from Chapter 9, Buccaneers Become Pirates. Now I would put a pirate ship in the background or a treasure chest or something, but I've learned that if I do that and hold like this or a book or something, it glitches, and I don't like it to glitch. So, stay tuned for Pirates of the Florida Coast. All right. Chapter 9, Buccaneers Become Pirates. The Treaty of Madrid in 1670 put an end to large-scale state-sponsored piracy in the Caribbean and the Pacific. It also put an end to buccaneers being well-respected citizens. The buccaneers would have to become true pirates, at least for a little while. This is the second era of the golden age of piracy. The Buccaneer Pirates. It was a time when privateer commissions issued through letters of marque soon became very restrictive and far less profitable. Many buccaneer privateers simply turned to piracy and became buccaneer pirates, while others became pirate hunters. The constant wars in Europe added to the confusion. Your friend on one venture is your enemy on the next. A stronger Royal Naval presence in the Caribbean made things far less profitable for those who chose to remain operating legally as privateers, as they would now have to share a substantial portion of the prize with the naval commanders. Also, they had to follow orders from the Royal Naval authorities. The amphibious assaults that the Buccaneers had been so famous for were now exceedingly rare. And for the Buccaneers who chose to become pirates, the stepped-up naval protection for merchant fleets made prizes harder to come by and even harder to take. The huge Buccaneer port of Tortuga faded into obscurity, and Port Royal turned hostile towards the Buccaneer pirates. However, support for pirates still existed among the citizens and merchants all along the Atlantic coast of North America until the end of the 17th century. For local merchants, the need for goods and money far outweighed the way in which they obtained them. Corrupt government officials caravaned freely with pirates and sponsored their ventures. Pirates openly traded in the streets of ports like Charlestown, Marcus Hook, Newport, and New York. Now, Marcus Hook is located about 20 miles down the Delaware River from Philadelphia. But profits for those pirates who were down when compared to the earlier days, more and more the Buccaneers began to leave the troubled waters of the Caribbean. Many pirates tried their hand at taking prizes along the North American coast. Others sailed the waters of the Pacific. Since sailing around Cape Horn was exceptionally dangerous, most pirates crossed the Isthmus of Panama over land, stole some vessels on the Pacific side, and began operating along the Pacific coast. Among the most famous of these pirates was William Dampier, who was a crewman with several different pirate captains, including Edward Davis in the Pacific in the 1680s, eventually sailing across the Pacific. Dampier felt time was right to leave these pirates and quietly slip away near the Nicobar Island just west of Thailand. Finding passage on an English merchant vessel, Dampier returned to England in 1691 and wrote a book about his adventures titled A New Voyage Round the World. Today it is still in print, but titled Memoirs of a Buccaneer. However, pirate ships sailing across the Pacific or into the waters of the Indian Ocean were rare. Those oceans were too far away for pirates to reach safely. This rapidly changed in 1693 when Adam Baldridge established a pirate-friendly port on the island of St. Mary's off the coast of Madagascar. Pirates could stop there to resupply and repair their vessels in safety on the way to the Indian Ocean and on the return voyage. For a short time, the waters of Madagascar became the center of pirate activity. Among the most famous of these Indian Ocean pirates operating in the mid-1690s were Thomas Tew, Henry Every, and William Kidd. Tew was killed in 1695 while attacking a vessel. Every is believed to have retired with a fortune in stolen loot. And Captain William Kidd, the most famous of the pirates from the Indian Ocean, was executed in 1701. For English pirates, the waters of the Indian Ocean rapidly faded as a lucrative place to operate after the pirate port of St. Mary's had begun to decline. Its founder, Adam Baldridge, was forced to flee when he got into a dispute with the local natives. Finally, in 1699, warships from the English Royal Navy attacked and destroyed the pirate port, which closed it for good. All right, next time we will start with Chapter 10, Pirate Raids of the 1680s. Hope you enjoyed.